Hello, today I'm going to tell you about two foods that are dangerous for diabetics, but that are changing doctors' minds. New findings are revealing that these foods are actually helping to reduce blood sugar quickly. In fact, they've been shown to reduce blood sugar by up to 96% in just 11 minutes. These aren't rare, hard-to-find superfoods. They're common items that have been on the market for years. And today I'll show you what they are and why doctors are now encouraging their diabetic patients to eat them. So click the like button to help this message reach more people who need real solutions, not fear-based diets. It can be exhausting when it feels like every time you sit down to eat, someone or something is telling you what not to have. You go to the store, and it seems like half the things you once enjoyed now carry warnings or labels that make you second-guess putting them in your cart. Meals start feeling more like a list of rules than a time to enjoy something warm and comforting. That can take the joy out of eating, and that joy is something everyone deserves. Sometimes it's even harder when those off-limits foods are things that bring back memories. Maybe it was your grandmother's Sunday dinner, or a favorite dish you made for your kids when they were little. Now, you hear they're not good for you because they're too sweet or too starchy, but not everything we've been told to avoid is truly the enemy. Some foods, surprisingly, can be both enjoyable and helpful for your body. One of those surprising foods is the sweet potato. At first glance, just hearing the name makes some people nervous. The word sweet can feel like a red flag if you're careful with your blood sugar. But sweet potatoes don't act like candy or sugary drinks in your body. They provide a gentle, steady energy instead of a sudden spike and crash. That means you can enjoy them without that creeping feeling of guilt that often comes after eating something sweet. I've spoken with people who notice their knees ache more when their energy dips in the afternoon. It's like the tiredness magnifies the discomfort, making it harder to keep moving. Sweet potatoes can help keep that energy steady, so you're not dragging through your day. When a neighbor swapped her morning toast for a slice of baked sweet potato, she said she felt lighter on her feet and less stiff during her morning walk. One of the most comforting things about sweet potatoes is how versatile they are. You can bake them until soft and warm, mash them into a creamy side dish, or roast them into golden slices with a little olive oil. A pinch of cinnamon can turn them into something that feels like dessert without the sugar overload. The aroma alone can make your home feel warmer and more inviting, especially on a cold day. Have you ever had that mid-afternoon crash where your eyelids get heavy and your body feels like it's slowing down? Sweet potatoes help avoid that sudden drop in energy. They release fuel slowly, keeping you going without those highs and lows. That means you can get through the rest of your afternoon without needing an unplanned nap or an extra cup of coffee. I remember a woman telling me she dealt with swelling in her ankles almost every evening. She didn't change her entire diet, just replaced her regular mashed potatoes with mashed sweet potatoes. Within weeks, she noticed she felt lighter at night. It wasn't a dramatic overnight shift, but it was enough to keep her making that small change every day. If you've noticed something similar, share steady energy in the comments so others can connect with you. Sweet potatoes aren't just for lunch or dinner. They can start your day on the right note. Imagine a warm slice topped with creamy peanut butter. It's filling, keeps you satisfied, and helps you skip those mid-morning snacks. On cooler mornings, diced sweet potatoes, sautéed with a little butter, and nutmeg can make your kitchen smell like the holidays, even if it's the middle of the week. Cravings can sneak up fast, especially for something sweet. Instead of reaching for cookies or candy, try a small serving of sweet potato. The natural sweetness can calm that craving without setting off a sugar roller coaster. The hearty texture makes it feel like a real, satisfying bite, not just a quick fix. For anyone who likes to plan ahead, sweet potatoes are a dream. Bake several at once, store them in the fridge, and you have an easy side or snack ready in minutes. They're great with chicken, fish, or even on their own with a little butter. Having them prepped makes it much easier to avoid processed foods when hunger strikes. Cooking for just one or two people can sometimes feel like too much effort, but sweet potatoes make it simple. Bake a few at the start of the week and use them in different ways, plain, mashed, or sliced over salads. They taste just as good after a few days, so nothing goes to waste. One creative twist is making sweet potato boats. Cut one in half, scoop out a bit from the center, and fill it with sautéed veggies, shredded chicken, or scrambled eggs. It's an easy way to turn one food into a full meal without much work, and you can change the fillings based on what's in your fridge. Heavy meals can leave you feeling sluggish, but sweet potatoes are gentle on the stomach. They fill you up without weighing you down, making it easier to move through your day comfortably. That's something many people come to appreciate more with age. Meals that satisfy but still let you stay active. Even as a snack, they're a winner. Thin slices baked until crisp on the edges make a warm, tasty bite that's satisfying without being greasy. For a cozier treat, a drizzle of honey can add just enough sweetness to make you feel like you're having dessert. Sweet potato soup is another easy, comforting option. Boil them until soft, blend with broth, and season with thyme or parsley. It's smooth, filling, and perfect for cool evenings. If you've ever made your own, drop your favorite twist in the comments so others can try it too. During the holidays, sweet potatoes fit right in. Skip the marshmallows and sugar. They don't need it. A bit of butter and cinnamon can make them festive without being heavy, and they look beautiful on the table. If your fingers feel stiff in the morning, eating meals that give steady energy can help you get moving more comfortably. Sweet potatoes can be part of that gentle support. They may not be a magic fix, but they can be one more piece of the puzzle in feeling your best. They're also refreshing served cold. Cook them, slice them, and store them in the fridge. Toss them into a salad with leafy greens and light dressing for a meal that's fresh and satisfying. Some avoid sweet potatoes because of their name, but not all sweet-tasting foods are bad for you. Sweet potatoes prove that flavor doesn't have to mean danger. They can be part of a balanced, enjoyable way of eating that supports your energy and comfort every day. You can even turn them into a healthy version of fries. Slice into sticks, drizzle with a bit of oil, and bake until golden. They're crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and a wonderful swap for regular fries when you want something fun with dinner. If you enjoy breakfast casseroles, try adding cubes of sweet potato. They bring a pop of color, a hint of sweetness, and a heartiness that makes the whole dish more satisfying. Plus, it's an easy way to get more variety into your meals without much effort. For people who enjoy smoothies, a little cooked sweet potato can add creaminess and a gentle sweetness. Blend it with milk, banana, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a drink that's filling enough to be breakfast on its own. Sweet potatoes can even be turned into a simple dessert. Mash them with a bit of butter, add cinnamon and a splash of vanilla, and you've got a naturally sweet treat that feels indulgent but is still good for you. They also store well. Keep them in a cool, dry place, and they can last for weeks without going bad. That makes them budget-friendly and always ready when you need them. If you've been looking for a food that feels like comfort but still supports your health, sweet potatoes are a perfect choice. They bridge the gap between flavor and function, giving you something to enjoy without worry. And maybe most importantly, they remind us that not all forbidden foods are truly off-limits. Sometimes the ones we've been warned about are the ones that can quietly help us feel our best, and sweet potatoes fit that role beautifully. It's hard when breakfast starts to feel like the most complicated meal of the day. You wake up, your body needs fuel, but every choice seems to come with warnings. Too much sugar, too many carbs, too processed. It's enough to make you feel like there's nothing left that's safe to enjoy. Starting the morning with uncertainty can set the tone for the whole day. For many people, this confusion leads to skipping breakfast altogether, thinking it's better to have nothing than to make the wrong choice. But skipping can leave you feeling drained, irritable, and less steady as the day goes on. The truth is, there are foods that can give you lasting energy, keep you full and still feel satisfying without the fear of throwing your blood sugar off balance. One of the simplest and most reliable of these foods is the whole egg. It's been on and off the good list for decades, but many people are starting to see it for what it really is, a natural, filling, and versatile choice. It's easy to prepare, works in countless recipes, and helps you start your day with strength and focus instead of a sugar rush. I've met people who said they used to feel dizzy by mid-morning, especially if their first meal was toast or cereal. Switching to eggs for breakfast gave them steady energy until lunch. They weren't reaching for snacks, and they noticed fewer dips in mood and focus. That kind of stability can make a big difference in how your day unfolds. Eggs also fit into just about any morning routine. If you have time, you can make a fluffy omelette filled with vegetables. If you're in a rush, a simple boiled egg with a pinch of salt is ready in minutes. They're one of the few foods that can be as quick or as elaborate as you want, without losing their benefits. Have you ever noticed how sore muscles feel worse when you're tired? Eggs can help with that steady energy that keeps your body moving more comfortably. They're satisfying without feeling heavy, so you can go for a walk, run errands, or work around the house without feeling weighed down afterward. One of my neighbors loves making what she calls breakfast muffins with eggs. She mixes eggs with chopped vegetables, pours them into a muffin tin, and bakes them. They're easy to grab in the morning, and she can make enough for the whole week in one go. If you've tried something like this, share easy breakfast in the comments so others can see your ideas too. Eggs are also a great way to make lunch or dinner feel more complete. Adding a fried egg on top of vegetables or even a salad makes the meal more filling and satisfying. And for people who cook for just one or two, eggs keep things simple. No big mess, no long prep time. Some people worry about the yolk, thinking it might not be good for them. But the yolk is where much of the goodness is. It's rich in flavor and helps keep you feeling full longer. Eating the whole egg means you get the balance of what it naturally offers, instead of just half the picture. If you're someone who enjoys variety, eggs are a dream. Scrambled, boiled, poached, fried, each way brings a slightly different texture and flavor. You can change up the herbs or spices you add so it feels new every time. A dash of pepper, a sprinkle of paprika, or a handful of fresh parsley can completely transform the dish. Eggs also work well in comfort foods. Think of a warm frittata filled with spinach and tomatoes, or a simple egg salad you can make ahead and keep in the fridge. These meals can be eaten cold or warm, making them perfect for busy days. For those moments when you want something cozy, nothing beats soft-boiled eggs with a slice of whole-grain toast to dip. It's simple, soothing, and feels like something you'd have in a small cafe. Meals like this can make even an ordinary day feel special. If you're trying to manage those sudden hunger pangs that hit out of nowhere, eggs can help. A quick, hard-boiled egg in the afternoon can take the edge off without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster. It's a snack that's small but powerful. Eggs are also easy to keep on hand. They have a good shelf life in the fridge, and you can buy a dozen knowing they'll be ready whenever you need them. That makes them budget-friendly and convenient, which is a win for any household. Some people even enjoy eggs as a light dinner. A vegetable omelette or scrambled eggs with sautéed mushrooms can be both satisfying and gentle on the stomach, especially if you want something quick before relaxing for the night. They also pair well with other healthy choices. Slice a boiled egg over avocado toast. Add one to a bowl of vegetable soup or chop it into a salad. It's a small addition that can make the whole meal more satisfying. During the holidays or family gatherings, eggs can be part of the spread without much fuss. Deviled eggs are a classic that can be made ahead, and they're often one of the first things to disappear from the table. If mornings are hectic, eggs can still fit in. You can boil several at the start of the week and keep them in the fridge. In just a few minutes, you can peel one, sprinkle a little salt, and have a filling snack or quick breakfast before heading out the door. One of my favorite ways to enjoy eggs is in a simple stir-fry. Add vegetables to a pan, stir in scrambled eggs, and you've got a colorful, balanced meal in minutes. It's perfect for using up leftovers and still feels fresh and satisfying. For anyone who enjoys baking, eggs are also the backbone of many recipes. From quiches to casseroles, they help hold everything together while adding richness. You can mix them with spinach, cheese, and a few herbs for a dish that works for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Even in warmer months, eggs fit right in. A chilled egg salad with celery and light seasoning makes a refreshing lunch. Served on crisp lettuce leaves, it's light yet filling, and perfect for a picnic. Eggs also make it easy to control portions. You can cook just one if that's all you want, or make a dozen for a group. They adapt to your needs without waste. That flexibility is part of what makes them such a reliable kitchen staple. If you've been told to avoid eggs in the past, it might be time to look at them differently. When enjoyed as part of a balanced diet, they can be a helpful ally for steady energy and lasting satisfaction. Whether you like them plain or dressed up with vegetables and herbs, eggs are one of those foods that prove simple can be powerful. They don't need to be fancy to be worth eating. Some people have even found that starting their day with eggs helps them make better choices for the rest of the day. Feeling satisfied in the morning can keep you from grabbing less healthy snacks later on. If you have a favorite way to prepare eggs, share it in the comments. You never know, and your idea might inspire someone else to try something new in their kitchen. Eggs are more than just a breakfast food. They're a reminder that simple, wholesome ingredients can still bring joy to your meals while supporting your health. And the best part is, they're right there in your fridge, waiting to be enjoyed in so many ways. Before you go, I want to tell you something important. Right now, there's another video waiting for you on the screen, and if you skip it, You might miss one of the most eye-opening things you'll ever learn about eating with diabetes. You've just seen how sweet potatoes and whole eggs can be powerful allies for your health. But here's the thing. There's a whole world of foods out there that can work for you, not against you, if you just know how to use them the right way. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly which everyday foods can make a huge difference in your blood sugar control. And I promise, some of them will surprise you just as much as today's did. These are not exotic, expensive, or hard to find. In fact, they're probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and you might have been avoiding them for years without knowing they could actually help. But there's a catch. Most people keep following the same outdated advice and never discover the benefits. That's why you need to watch this next video before you plan another meal. Because once you see what's inside, you'll understand why so many people who tried it say it completely changed how they eat, how they feel, and how much energy they have each day. Imagine avoiding that tired, heavy feeling after meals. Imagine having steadier energy from morning until night. Imagine enjoying your food again without that constant worry in the back of your mind. This isn't about giving up the things you love. It's about learning how to make them work for you. And in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to do that. I don't want you to wait and think you'll come back later, because most people who skip it never remember to return, and they miss out completely. I don't want that for you. Think of it like a missing piece of the puzzle. You already have part of the picture from today, but until you see the rest, you can't fully understand how to make your meals truly work for your diabetes, your comfort, and your long-term health. This is your chance to take the next step and finally feel in control without feeling restricted. All you have to do is click. Don't let this be another "I wish I had known earlier" moment. This is the kind of information that can help you or someone you care about right away. So go ahead, click the video on the screen now, and let's keep building your path to better meals, better energy, and better health together. See you there.